Well, today we're going to show you how to keep that carpet looking good year in and year out. With me is Charlie O'Connell. He is with MAGNADRY. Charlie, typical home, couple of kids in it. What's the one thing we have to do to maintain those carpets and make them last long?
Vacuum. Vacuum is the perfect way to keep it going. And you got to make sure your vacuum is in good shape. You got to make sure the brushes are down. You got to make sure the belts are there. The manufacturer says when you vacuum, you should do it 7 ways. Actually, I think twice is good enough. You go forward, and on your backstroke is actually taking out the heavier particulates out at that point. Okay. And if you do that about once a week, you'll keep your carpet looking good for longer.
All right, so get the sand and grit and everything that gets to the carpet fiber. Now, this is an area I think is a typical problem, right in front of where everybody's sitting, the couches. Any tips there? It's kind of always dirty and matted down here.
Not a whole lot. Basically, if you take your shoes off, that's first of all, your shoes carry the dirt in. When you're sitting there, you kind of tend to twist your feet. That wipes the bottom of the shoe. The other thing is that when you take your shoes off, leave your socks on, because if you go barefooted, you get body oils and hooks it up. But move your furniture around every once in a while. Just
sure, that is a good idea. I know we do that. We're seeing area rugs being used more and more. Anything you could get yourself in trouble with here?
Only the backing. Basically, the backing you see on this one is okay. But if you got to be careful, rubber backs and that type of thing, because that's reclaimed rubber. It will stain the carpet.
So stay away from that. Well, let's take a walk over here. I know this is the main traffic area. We're going from the front door into the kitchen area. Not much you're going to do here, just heavy vacuuming.
Heavy vacuuming, change it again, change anything you can change, spot clean it, and call us often.
One of the areas that I see a problem is along baseboards, and where maybe even doors are closed all the time, and empty nesters, a black streak. What's that?
That's caused because now with all the modern stuff, the house is very tight. And if you look at it before you put it in, you'll see the space in between the floor and the wall, and that air is being sucked down. The fiber is acting as a filter, and it gets that greasy, oily dirt on it.
So your house is just breathing?
It's breathing, basically, yeah. Okay. We do have a product called Ultra Dry, and we can clean that and do a pretty good job of it. It all depends on how that mixture is as to how well it is.
When you say the mixture, how much oil is actually in the dirt
air?
itself?
Yeah, it depends on your heating and it depends on the dirt in the air.
You have people that sell that for you also in retail
locations.
Yes,
we have the retail locations on that, yes.
Once we've used that, I guess the next area we need to talk about is the steps, because that's area that always kind of looks a little beat up.
Yeah, well, basically, if you look at it, when you're walking to the step, you hit that step. The first couple steps you hit until you get the rhythm of going up the steps, and you cause the fiber to untwist, mat, and it cleans the bottom of your shoes. My suggestion there is when you buy your carpet, get enough material to make another set of steps, and then you can make that
because that's the first place it's going to wear out.
And make sure it's padded well.
All right. And of course, you should have your carpets professionally cleaned at least once a year. What's the difference? You folks at MAGNADRY dry clean carpets. Other people may shampoo it or use steam. What's the difference? Why dry clean?
Dry cleaning basically because first of all, we don't cause damage to the carpet. We don't overwet the carpet, causing shrinkage. We don't overwet the carpet to cause problems with the padding. And we don't leave soap behind. We don't leave a sticky residue.
So it stays cleaner
longer. It stays cleaner longer, because that old adage about it, my carpet got dirtier faster, it's the surfactant that's left behind and it's tracked in. Yeah, basically that's the difference in it.
All right, so if you're thinking about having your carpets cleaned, the first thing we need is a cost. How do you do estimates?
We'll come to your house, give you a free estimate. And we do it by the square foot. And the reason we do it by the square foot is if you have a water bed or a hutch or something you're not going to clean in that room, we'll take that traffic area and we'll measure that traffic area.
You can save a little money.
Exactly.
Well, Charlie, let's go through the step-by-step process of how MAGNADRY cleans the carpet.
First thing we do is we come in and vacuum. That takes out the heavier particulate. We then spray it with a solvent. We call ourselves a dry cleaner because we use solvents, much like a dry cleaner. One solvent changes the polarity of the carpet, and the second solvent is a neutralizer. We take the second solvent, put it in a bucket of water, soak our pad, put the pad on the carpet, and because the agitation, you need agitation to get anything clean, just as you get agitation in the washing machine. So we have the agitation, we have the solvents working together, and we use the pH scale, draws the negative soil up onto the pad, and we take it out that way.
Wow, and no surfactant, so it's going to stay cleaner longer.
Well, there's no surfactant in it, and because it's solvent, it dries in about 45 minutes to an hour.
Very nice. Well, we'll let him finish up the project here, and of course, we'll come back when it's all done.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie, what an outstanding job. It looks absolutely great. You guys did a wonderful job. I remember this heavy traffic area, all the spots, all the dirt, and man, it looks great.
Gary, I think it's all attributed to the process we use. It's a different process, and it actually removes the soil and stains that other processes won't get.
Well, you guys do a great job in front of the furniture. Also, equally looks very, very nice. One area I think that looks outstanding is the steps.
Yeah, again, the process, it's all in the process. You know, it's something the homeowner can't do. It's something that the other processes just can't get done.
Well, you guys at MAGNADRY do a great job. Of course, if it's been a while since your carpets and steps have been cleaned, I recommend you call MAGNADRY. Now, you also do commercial work,
That's
correct?
true. We do, not only do we do commercial carpet, we do commercial upholstery and also the cubicles. The fabric on the cubicles are done. If you use too much water on them, you can cause rust and other things. So we do a lot of those.
Well, very good. Looks great. Good job.